Something shifted at Hollis Hall. Not a rumor for rumor's sake shift, an energy flip you can feel in your chest, like the building took a deep breath and decided to get mean up front. Phones buzzing, scouts comparing notes, coaches talking in short sentences. You know that vibe when a plan turns into a timeline. Here's the promise. In the next few minutes, I'll lay out the mood that would change the Bears' season at the line of scrimmage. How it fits our scheme, what it costs in picks and cap, what it does to locker room dynamics, and why timing matters more than ever with the deadline creeping up. No spoilers yet. Just know we're talking about a fix that hits run defense and pass rush on the same snap. You're watching Bears News Fan Report. If you live for honest talk about trench warfare and winning ugly in the NFC North, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Drop a like so this gets to more Bears fans, because if this goes down, soldier, we're going to need all of Chicago in the comments. Let's set the table. The Bears have been better in spots, but the soft underbelly has been the same. Too many easy yards on the ground, too many 2nd and 5s. Too much play-action comfort for opposing QBs. That's not just a stat problem. It's a personality problem. You don't finish drives on defense when you don't own first down. You don't scare anybody when your interior can't dent the pocket. Coaches can tweak fronts and rotate big bodies. Sure. You can steal series with fresh legs. You can splash in some games, slant and angle, pirate stunts, crash the B-gap to mess with duo. But if you can't reset the line a half yard into the backfield with your interior, you're just rearranging deck chairs. That next 4-game block after the bye? It's a lab. A chance to test who actually moves people, not who looks good on Wednesday. There's a human layer we never talk about enough. Defensive linemen set the temperature for the whole building. When your 3-tech plays violent and your nose keeps your linebackers clean, meetings are shorter, practices are lighter, and your secondary sleeps better. Veterans respect it. Rookies fall in line. The whole thing feels professional. That's culture way more than slogans painted on a wall. Now, market reality. Interior disruptors don't hit the block often. When they do, the price is picks, money, and stomach for headlines. You don't get cute. You identify the one guy who changes math and you move like adults. That means clear cap planning, honest elbows on your own guys, and a front office willing to take a swing while your rookie quarterback is still cheap. Enough to surround with blue dash chip stock cap gymnastics aren't magic, but they exist. Convert, stagger, use voids. If you must, just don't mortgage the locker room. The question isn't, can you afford a star? It's, can you afford not to if he unlocks 2 position groups at once? Because an interior alpha bumps your edge production, your off-ball linebackers, your nickel, and yes, your offense via field position. 4 birds, 1 bulldozer. On the grass, the need is super specific. Chicago wants a DT who can 2-gap on early downs without giving up juice. Who can ride a guard into the lap of a QB when the pocket hits 3 seconds? Who kills double teams with leverage and hands? And who still has the twitch to close on screens? That guy makes your edges play wider, lets your safeties cheat less, and turns 3rd and 2 into 3rd and 7. You know exactly the archetype I'm describing. Here's the line you came for. And I'm going to say it clean, the talk inside. The building is that the Bears have zeroed in and effectively confirmed the move they want Jeffrey Simmons. That's the name. That's the domino. Not a press release. Not a victory lap and internal green light to chase the bulldozer who collapses pockets and ruins run games on schedule. That's the headline living rent-free in the halls today. Why Simmons? Because he plays with that forklift strength you can feel through a TV screen. Because he doesn't just eat blocks. He turns them into scrap. Because pairing him with Montez Sweat on the same side gives you the nastiest spike and wrap game this city has seen in years. Simmons spikes to AB, Sweat wraps free. Quarterbacks start patting the ball and drifting right into headaches. On money downs, you can even kick an edge inside and go NASCAR. Simmons commands the slide. Everybody else feasts. Let's talk cost like adults. You're sending a high pick, realistically a second, and maybe you sweeten with a conditional mid-rounder or a player who helps the other side reset. Then you solve the contract picture. He's a premium DT. He's paid like one. You can structure year one with modest cash, push a chunk when the cap jumps, and keep flexibility in years 3 and 4. The sticker is heavy. The value is heavier if you're trying to play January football with a rookie QB window. Timeline matters. You want him in the building early enough to build calls, teach hand signals, and let the big fella learn your terminology. Week-to-week install is brutal for a newcomer. Better to rip the Band-Aid now than slow bake in December. Medicals, fit, and expectations must be crisp. You don't bring in a star to compete for snaps. You bring him to tilt games. Period. There are counter-arguments, and they're fair. Andrew Billings has been sturdy. Gervin Dexter is flashing and deserves snaps. You could ride internal growth, stack boxes on early downs, and hope your edges clean up late. That saves picks and headlines. But ask yourself, do you want to be interesting next August or dangerous this January? Simmons moves you into dangerous. He turns your DC's call sheet from avoid disaster to hunt momentum. Zoom out and look at the offense. Caleb Williams' best friend isn't just a WR1. It's a defense that gives him short fields and one extra possession a game. If Simmons buys you one more 3 and out on Sundays, that's 3 to 7 points a week. Over a month, that's a win. Over a season, that's a trip you haven't taken in a while in the city starving for it. There's also the weather football part we love. December at Soldier Field is not for tourists. Simmons is a December player. Heavy feet, heavy hands, happy heart when the breath turns white. That stuff matters when everybody else wants to go home. It lifts practice intensity. It puts a little edge in Thursday walkthroughs. It travels. All right, I need your voice here. What's your package? Are you comfortable with a second and a conditional fourth? Would you swap a depth player to smooth the cap? Do you think interior investment beats another edge or a DB? Hit the comments. Be specific. Which games does this swing? Which matchups does it fix? Giants? Packers? Lions? Let's map it. My take, and this is where I plant a flag, is simple. Simmons is exactly the kind of swing you make when you believe in your quarterback, your staff, and your timeline. He fits the city, the scheme, and the moment. It's not without risk. The price will sting. But champions pick a lane and drive it. I say go. And for clarity, this is a speculative read built on signals, logic, and smoke we're all seeing, not an official announcement. That's my opinion, and yeah, it's a speculation.